make sure they can be in contact with them. So if we hadn't caucused, me, your lawyer, and the prosecutor, who agreed to call off the jurors, there would be 36 people sitting in here waiting for you to try your jury trial.
And that's a lot of money.
Yes, it sure is. And then you got a new charge of the same case. So we've wasted a year. You haven't done anything about hiring a new lawyer, and you got a new charge.
No, I have been working with the lawyer, but I'm moving because I'm on the 3rd floor, and where I live at, it's too much for my son. We're moving from there because I don't like that environment. I moved there because I was homeless, but now we're moving into a better house, and it's in Three Rivers. It's more safer.
Well,
And that's why I drive up there. It's quite dangerous.
well, I didn't think it was a good plan for you to move to Kalamazoo. You're a Three Rivers person, you're a St. Joe County person, but I can't run your life. Anyway, I'm inclined to put you in jail.
I was looking at a house for rent when I got pulled over in May. I had just left the house.
All right, well, don't tell me any more
Oh,
about it.
sorry.
You're not supposed to drive. You're driving a car with no insurance, no license plate, and your license is suspended, and you've got hundreds of dollars worth of other unpaid tickets. So,
Really?
Laura, can you see how much she owes us?
I don't have any bill.
Well, maybe not. It is the 10th of June, the year 2026. And this is the time and date set for a jury trial in the matter of Tiffany Z. Wyrick. Ms. Wyrick is charged in file 251528 ST with driving suspended first offense. She's also charged with having an unregistered vehicle in file 251529 ST. Normally on a jury day, we would bring in about 36 people for your jury trial.
Oh, wow.
And so today is the day set for the jury trial. What did you think was going to happen today?
I'm not sure. I know I missed last time because the mail, I didn't even get the mail from last time. And me and the lawyer I thought he said I didn't have to come. So we had a.
Well, you're here now. He's been trying to get a hold of you for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I've been asking, and he's saying, you know, we've got juries coming in. In the meantime, you got charged with some new crimes. You got more traffic tickets.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I got a ride here now because I'm not driving anymore.
All right. So you also brought your child with you, which might insulate you from having me put you in jail for not staying in contact with your lawyer and getting new driving charges while you were on bond for these driving charges. The prosecutor isn't here yet, but let's talk about the 2 cases that you have, driving suspended from July of 2025, July 24th, an unregistered vehicle. So we've been dinking around with this for a year on these relatively minor traffic offenses. You were going to try to do some things with Mr. Levine's office or Mr. Marcoux and get your license back.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime, you got charged again in May. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, and I have the 18th, I have to be here.
Well, we're going to take care of it right now.
Oh, well, thank God.
The 2025 cases that are in here, but not the 2026. So give me a minute. All right, you got 3 new tickets, 26, 967, 968, 969. It's the same ticket with 3 charges on it. That's the one you're set for June 18th. I'm going to take care of that right now.
Yeah, because I had to pay $60 to get a ride here. But I'm no longer.
All right, well, maybe if you go to jail, you won't need a ride back.
My car is gone.
All right, anyway, you got a ticket on May 16th in Three Rivers, Main and Buck Street for driving with a suspended license, operating without insurance, and failing to obtain a plate. Same issues as we had a year ago. Driving suspended is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. She also charged with no driving or driving without any insurance. That's punishable by up to a year in jail. Carries a minimum fine of $200 and a maximum fine of $500. And then you also failed to obtain a Michigan plate, which is 90 days and or $100, which is two of the same charges from last July. Now you're driving with no insurance.
Oh, could I say one? Could I say something?
Just a moment. Mr. George, what have you got here?
Just here for arraignments and then also checking to see if we do a bond.
Oh, yes. Judge P's got the arraignments. The problem with your bond case, I signed the bind over yesterday.
Okay.
So I lost jurisdiction of it once I signed it. And then later, someone said, well, she'd like to have a bond hearing. And I said, well, I already signed it.
Okay.
So we're between the rock and the hard place. But I don't think I have jurisdiction to do it.
Okay.
She won't like that, but you can blame it on me. Judge P's got the arraignments.
Is he gonna be in here?
He's gonna be in there. I thought I would not need this room, but Ms. Wyrick actually showed up. All right, so let's talk about the new cases.
No, I've never missed court, Your Honor. I wanted to let that be known.
All right, so what did that mean? It means I was gonna bring in 36 jurors and then maybe you talk to your lawyer and we'd work the case out? Or we would have a jury trial today on these charges. It was set for a trial in front of a jury. Luke's been trying to get a hold of you for 2 weeks. I've been asking him, have you heard from Ms. Wyrick? Have you heard from Ms. Wyrick? As recently as yesterday, he was trying to contact you. So I called off the jurors. I told Mr. Knopfinger he didn't have to drive all the way over here. He could appear by Zoom. And he's here now. His recommendation, I'm sure, is for you to plead not guilty in all of these new charges. Do you understand? Is that your recommendation, Lou?
Absolutely, Judge, and I appreciate the court being accommodating, and allowing me to zoom in this morning. I spoke to Ms. Stahl too, and she would extend the same offer to include the new cases, which would allow Ms. Wyrick to go through the process to get her license reinstated, but she would have to do that through Attorney Marcoux.
All right, well, what is the offer?
Allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code if she's able to get her license back.
It would dismiss all counts for 1-257, 326?
We had a discussion, Judge, the other day with Ms. Stahl, and that was my understanding, yes.
So would the plea be on the first one or the second one?
We didn't discuss that.
Well, that's a very generous offer. The prosecutor, according to your lawyer, who's an officer of the court, says your lawyer would dismiss all of these charges if you pled to one count of allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. That's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100. It carries no points and it doesn't go on your driving record, but allow you to try to get your license back. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Are you willing to plead to that charge?
Yes, I am. I really want to get my license back.
Well, you haven't done anything about it.
Judge, well, I'm sorry. This is if Ms. Wyrick is to retain Mr. Marcoux and go through that process. So we're not to that point yet. That's why this case has been delayed.
Yes, for a year, and I'm not willing to delay it further. What Judge Pattison does with people that don't contact their lawyer is he cancels their bond and puts them in jail. So that was his recommendation this morning when we were talking about who was going to use the big room. He said, well, they have a notice that appoints their lawyer that says they're required to stay in contact with their lawyer and make sure they can be in contact with them. So if we hadn't caucused, me, your lawyer and the prosecutor, who agreed to call off the jurors, there would be 36 people sitting in here waiting for you to try your jury trial.
And that's a lot of money.
Yes, it sure is. And then you got a new charge of the same case. So we've wasted a year. You haven't done anything about hiring a new lawyer, and you got a new charge.
No, I have been working with the lawyer, but I'm moving because I'm on the third floor and where I live at, it's too much for my son. We're moving from there because I don't like that environment. I moved there because I was homeless, but now we're moving into a better house and it's in Three Rivers. It's more safer.
Well,
And that's why I drive up there. It's quite dangerous.
well, I didn't think it was a good plan for you to move to Kalamazoo.
Mm.
You're a Three Rivers person, you're a St. Joe County person, but I can't run your life. Anyway, I'm inclined to put you in jail.
I was looking at a house for rent when I got pulled over in May. I had just left the house.
All right, well, don't tell me any more
Oh,
about it.
sorry.
You're not supposed to drive. You're driving a car with no insurance, no license plate, and your license is suspended, and you've got hundreds of dollars worth of other unpaid tickets. So.
Really?
Laura, can you see how much she owes us?
I don't have any bill.
Well, maybe not.
No. My dad, Lloyd Calloway, he taught me to pay everything down to zero. I'm very thankful.
All right, well, maybe you're right.
Yep, he did
So,
teach me a lot. I'm thankful for Lloyd.
so Luke, what's your proposal here?
Well, if I could get a good phone number, Tiffany is the 0765 number
that's
out
the
of
thing.
order.
The phone broke. I had to get a new phone and a new phone number.
All right, well, you're obligated to tell your lawyer that. He's been trying to reach you for weeks.
And I couldn't find his number or his name because my stuff's in storage.
All right, then maybe.
I'm sorry
if we
about
put you
that.
in jail, then you'll be available when we have the next hearing
I was never, ever.
on June 26th. Anyway, I'd hope to resolve this today, but it doesn't appear that we can. To us, this is a big deal. To you, it's a
To
minor
me-
inconvenience.
No, it's
All right,
very
you
big
didn't
deal.
wish to plead guilty.
My car is gone.
Stop. You have a right to plead not guilty. That's your absolute right. You have a right to have a jury trial. That's your absolute right, which is an inconvenience for 36 of your neighbors who all have to come in here, decide whether you were driving with a suspended license.
And I'm guilty.
So we had a pretrial, we had another pretrial, we had a last pretrial, we set it for jury. So you were on the calendar for a jury trial, and those dates are very precious. I don't have very many of them. So I squandered a jury date on you. Then you treated it like an old shoe. You never contacted your lawyer. You never talked about what your defense was. You never talked about whether you would enter a plea to some other charge. Then you went out and got a new charge. So Luke had been rowing in one direction and you were rowing in the other. So now you got two cases. And I don't want to squander another 2 jury dates trying to resolve your cases. You're not going to get your license back. If you spend $10,000, and you get these new charges, you're not going to get your license back. They're going to make you wait 2 years.
And that's why I understand. That's why I'm trying to take this seriously, because I want to be able to drive.
I know, but you're not doing it. We waited a year
And I lost
from
my
July of
car.
last year to July of this year.
And the lightning tow people won't let me get my car back or our clothes. I lost everything.
Oh, the day that you got picked up in May, your car was impounded?
Yes, and it's gone. Yeah.
Who's Lightning Tow?
That's the place that towed my car.
Which is what town?
And Three Rivers.
I'm not familiar.
He gave me a card called Lightning Tow Company. And we were going to the laundromat and all my clothes were in it. So I just lost all of our stuff.
you are struggling to make your way in the world. You got a young child and some other kids. And I don't want to beat up on you, but,
And then when I try to get a ride, it gotta pay $50 for a ride.
it is expensive to be poor. You're poor, you got your car impounded, you can't afford to get it out. It's very hard for you to get back and forth to here. But you
Yes.
can't drive anymore.
I'm not gonna drive now. I've decided that it's better to pay for a ride and do right than to lose my
We
chance.
lost your car.
Yes,
That's called an extrajudicial consequence, an extrajudicial sanction.
yeah, but I can say losing that car has opened my eyes to the severity of this.
What was the car?
The 2012 Nissan Altima. And I just put new calipers, brakes. I take care of my car. It rides smooth. I
I know, and you've been driving it all over the place, and you don't have a valid driver's license. I suspect you drive it every day in Kalamazoo. You drive your son to
to
school.
the
you pick him
grocery
up.
store to get.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I know.
And you've had this charge pending for a year.
I was gonna ask, could we take care of the one charge and then work on the other one? Since the other one is so far and the other one's
That
brand
is a
new?
possibility, but right now, there's,
Judge, I was going to propose, because at this point, our two options, we were working towards the license restoration. That was a contingent plea offer, which is unavailable to us at this point. The other option is to simply plead charge, which I don't recommend in all cases. If we could get,
all the cases. My thought, Luke, is to show a not guilty plea on everything and set this for an attorney pretrial on June 26th, which is the next Friday pretrial date. Are you scheduled for some cases on that day?
it sounds, I will make that work, Judge, and if the court would appoint me on the new cases too, just for efficiency, I can have the conversation with Assistant Prosecutor Stahl.
Show a plea of not guilty. I'm gonna set all cases for attorney pretrial for 6/26/26 at 8:30. We'll see if we can resolve your old case and your new case. And the question is today whether I cancel her bond. And she's struggling. She's just barely getting by. She's driving all the damn time. But
Not
as a
anymore.
result of that, she got her car taken away by
Sheriff's,
operation of, it was at Shears, it's here in
the
Centerville?
sheriff.
Yes. Well, you got no insurance, no plate, no license. No wonder they pulled you over.
Well, I've been working on getting it. That's the thing. I got the
Well, it would
papers.
all be good if you weren't driving.
Yeah, I've learned.
You have a $120 unpaid zoning violation from 2021, which is the only thing that I show. And right now, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, and Judge,
But
this is, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
This is a case that would be a presumptive fines and costs, and then it sort of just spirals out of control. And I can understand Tiffany's plight. She's a single mother and doesn't have effective means.
I understand, but we squandered a jury date. And because she couldn't make up her mind, and then she did it again, and then she refused to call you or declined to call you. So I'm not very happy about it. You've been working hard to try to get her a deal, and then she goes out and gets charged with the same thing. Plus, she won't turn your phone calls.
Oh, no.
So, all right, I'm going to set this for an attorney pretrial for June 26th at 8:30 in the morning, right here in this room. I'm gonna put you in another room called a conference room. I'm gonna let you talk to Lou privately.
Okay,
He's gonna get your contact information and find out what the deal is. He's now representing you in all cases.
okay.
I do not want to put this back on the jury docket.
No.
But as a practical matter, you still have a right to be presumed innocent in all of these cases. These cases are not very hard for the prosecutor to prove.
I know.
Officer, was the defendant driving? Yes. I saw her at this time in this place. Then they show a certified copy of your driving record that shows you were suspended on that day. We haven't had a driving suspended trial in 10 years. Because they're so easy to prove. Either it is or it isn't. But you've got to connect it to your lawyer.
And I would have had a license as a youth, but my uncles allowed me to drive before I was 18, so I didn't understand about a license. So my family allowing me to drive at 14 and 13, I think that contributed to me not having a driver's license. They
Well,
shouldn't have
then you
let me
keep doing
drive.
it. So did you ever have a license?
Um,
You never had a license?
no, my uncles let me drive my mom home.
Stop. You got to own this and don't blame it on something that happened when you were 13. You were
Well-
16, you were 18, you were 21.
Yeah,
You had plenty of opportunities to get your license and you
I
never did.
ruined it before I was 18 is what I'm saying.
Oh, boy. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about her driving. They impounded her car.
Yeah,
Now it's probably hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get it out.
almost 2,000 probably.
Boy.
They won't let you get your stuff out of it?
No,
Well, that's up to them.
I was gonna call the sheriff's office or have my son call and ask because my son Marcel, he knows some police officers. And he's in the academy in Texas right now. I'm so proud of him. He sends me videos every day. He's a ICE agent, border patrol agent.
I heard he was an ICE agent.
Yes, he is. I'm so proud of him. He's keeping America safe.
All right, Ross, would you take her out to the conference room? I'm gonna put her in a room where she can talk to Luke and he can get her
Thank
contact.
you.
All right.
Very thankful.
What, now, let's talk about this. You're gonna be here on
You mean July?
June 26th.
I mean, June 20th.
June 26th. We're gonna try to resolve all of these charges. You can't drive. You don't have a license. You never had a
I'm not
license. You
driving.
got multiple suspensions on there. You don't have $10,000 to give Anastasia Marcoux to try to get you a license when you have a opening the size of the eye of a needle to try to get it. You're gonna have to get a bunch of steps that you have to do, and it's gonna take more than a year.
Well, my niece lives right by me where I live and she has a driver's license and we spoke and she's driving me around from here on out. My sister's daughter. So I do have family helping me now.
All
I
right,
told her that I'm not driving no more and she's driving, so I have help.
well, this was a colossal non-event. But let's see if we can resolve it. I appreciate Mr. Knopfinger's willingness to take the whole thing. He's the one that first alerted me that he had some new charges.